What's up, you guys? Welcome to my video. So today we're going to be doing a Q&A about me and my TikTok videos. For those of you that are new to my channel or haven't watched me since it's been a while, I've recently grown a little following on TikTok, and it's the craziest things. I still can't believe that so many people follow me and like to watch my videos, but since I have been have grown that following with the videos that I post, there are quite a bit different videos. Once again, for those of you that are familiar, this is regarding my paint videos, and so many people ask me so many questions repeatedly, which nothing wrong with that, absolutely, don't take it the wrong way, but it's very hard for me to respond to everybody when there's 350,000 people, plus more, are asking me questions that I just can't seem to answer all of them. So I figured, what better way to answer all those questions than to make a Q&A. So before I keep chatting, as I do every single time with the video, let's go. Okay, so as you can see, I went and got ready so that way I didn't look homeless while I was doing this. I've been promising those of you that watch me every day on TikTok that I was going to make this video for 2 freaking weeks, and here we are. We're finally getting to it, not putting it off any longer. So the way that this is going to work, you guys, I literally did not plan this out. I don't have like a list of how this is gonna go. I literally just posted a video on TikTok and people have been blowing it up, asking me questions that they want me to answer, and so hair in my mouth. So I'm literally just gonna read them off and I'm gonna answer them as we go. Maybe throw in a little shout outs in there, and I mean, if I answer them stupidly or just being my normal self and acting like an idiot, whatever, we're just gonna keep going with it. That to me makes the video interesting, right? Okay, so I have quite a bit of notifications right now. I'm gonna open it and see what questions people are asking. Okay, the first question is by PJ Galding. How do you know when to add a shade to the color to make sure it matches? So the interesting thing about this is when you're working with paint and colorants every day, you learn, like, there's some people always say, I don't want a gray that has a blue tint to it. So you look at the grays and you can tell if there's a blue tint to it or there's a cream tan tint to it. You can just look, and like with certain colors, it will surprise you all the colorant combinations that are added to a specific paint to make up the color that it's supposed to be. Just by learning and working with things, you can tell, like if it's a cream, it will have like a green or a red tone. You can tell just by looking at it. If you're comparing it when you're doing a color match to the other color, say, oh, that one's more brown and this one is more red, so you know that you have to add more red colorant, which is very tricky because red colorant is very tricky. You only add like little amounts at a time, otherwise if you add too much, I mean, it just freaking changes. And that is why I cut back the formula so much half the time, even if the reads are close when I'm doing a color match, because if you mess it up even a single bit, sometimes you can't save it, or it's very hard to get it to go back the other way when, I mean, you basically just messed it up. So for those of you that always criticize me that I cut it back or don't listen to the computer, I do it for a reason. Someone said, why do they put blue in black? So something interesting about this, we have this color on our color deck. It's the darkest black that we have. It's called black licorice, and the thing is, like, when you're dispensing it into the can and you finish shaking it and everything, it actually has like a blue tint to it, because you cannot just put black colorant into like a paint can, because it will not be like a solid black, which sounds so weird. You have to add different colorants to get the black to be like a solid, like straight up black. You just can't add black colorant, which doesn't make sense and is still like a little bit mind-blowing to me, but whatever. Okay, this is kind of fun, even though I feel like I'm like famous answering questions from all my fans, but I mean, really, it's just like paint videos, even though you guys are a fan of my paint videos. Okay, someone said, when is Dunkin' gonna sponsor you? Thank you, because I wonder this every day. Like, I mean, not even that I want them to sponsor me, I just want them to notice me and realize that I'm like truly obsessed with them and that I do advertise and market for them like crazy, because their stuff is just so good. If I didn't have Dunkin', literally I don't know how I could survive every day. Okay, someone said, what do you do with the random paints that you make sometimes, like the glitter or the candy ones? So anytime that I do a custom paint, everybody asks me this, so anytime that I make a custom paint for myself or for my TikTok videos, like the candy matching my color or my nail color, I always buy those. They are $6.50 for a quart. I buy them, I bring them home, or I just leave them at work for times that I want to do projects or just play around with them. I never really have specific ideas in mind. I just leave them for when the time comes, or you know, I will put them in the mist tint section so that way they actually go to people that are going to use them. But a lot of times, like with quite a bit of the paint that I have bought for my TikTok videos, I've done like the canvas color swirls and things like that. Okay, what's your go-to Dunkin' order? I always get an iced caramel macchiato, usually a medium, because when I have my coffee in the morning, I haven't ate by then, and I usually don't eat until around lunchtime, just because we get really busy, or I just honestly don't pack my lunch or a breakfast. But I always get an iced caramel macchiato. It's like the most freaking delicious thing. It's milk on the bottom, milk or creamer, I think it's milk, with espresso on the top, and then they add caramel, which they call it a flavor swirl. What is your favorite color? My favorite color would probably have to be like yellow or red or baby blue. I really enjoy like bright colors because they're like cheery and happy. What is your favorite color to make? I really enjoyed making the baby blue color that I color matched my nails with. That was really fun. What's the difference between the paint mixers, the shaker, or twirler? So we have 3 different paint shakers. One of them is the one that have the two, oh my gosh, I just spit, that have the 2 spots to shake paint. Really the only thing is that one shakes it back and forth, and then we have the one that you set the can inside and it spins it in circles like all around. And then the other one we have is the same exact thing. It spins it all around and you put it inside, but it's for a 5-gallon bucket. There's literally no difference, and I don't like choose one over the other. It's just whatever one is free the fastest or sooner. That's just basically why I choose it. And then another question that I do get asked a lot, which just came to mind, is why do I put a block of wood like plank, or the other one that I made just for fun, with one can in the other side of the block? That is just to basically offset the noise, because there's usually a paint can and then the clamps are open on the other side, and so they freaking make so much noise and it's so annoying. So we just put that in there to basically weigh it out a little bit to clamp it down so it doesn't freaking go crazy. Okay, the next question is from Kevin67. I think I said that right. What made you work in a paint store, and do you enjoy it? What is your favorite color you make? So actually I moved back from Austin, Texas, or like in the area of there, and I basically was staying with my parents because we were trying to find an apartment or a house, anything like that, and I was looking for a job. I just happened to see the job posting online. I applied for it. They called me back right away. They had me interview. I'm pretty sure I went in there 2 times to interview. And I ended up getting the job. It turns out that the place that we ended up getting was like a block away from my paint store that I work at, and I hadn't gotten the job offer yet. And so I was like really anxious to get this because like I could literally walk to and from work, and I was like, I mean, what's better than that? And the pay was really good, so I really wanted it. So they called me and offered me the position. Come to find out, I was actually in the running in competition with another guy who ended up having more experience than me. But they just, I don't know why they chose me. They just ended up going with me. Okay, someone said, why when paint gets returned do you change the color? Is there like a legal reason or just because you don't like the color? I'm not sure what you mean by that question, because usually if we like pre-mix paint or mix paint or colorants for people, we don't let them bring it back and return it. And we always tell everybody that, but sometimes if it's like our really big accounts, will allow it, but usually we don't return colors, so we don't like mess with it or anything. Usually everything in our mistint pile is just from people bringing it in because they're tired of storing their old paint in their home, or it's from paint that we've messed up at the store. But a lot of the paint in our mistint section has been there since I've been there, and yeah, I mean, it's just kind of accumulated over time. Someone said, Nat Blueberry said, please do a makeup tutorial. I don't really know if you want me to do that because I do not know how to do makeup. I mean, like, I just threw myself together, literally just try to make it look like I know what I'm doing, but in all reality, I really don't. And I don't use expensive products, so that probably wouldn't be entertaining for you. I don't know. Moki and K, I think Moki and K said, how many paint colors do you make a day? That's a hard question. I would say like 20, 25. I mean, a lot of the times they're different colors, but they're very similar, like grays and tans, obviously. There's so many different like varieties of those. King Felipe said, do you like your job, and if so, how long have you worked there? Yes, I like my job. I actually love it. Of course, some days aren't the best, which is gonna happen everywhere. I'm very thankful for how flexible and easygoing my job is, and my boss, because I'm the assistant manager, but my boss is super cool and super relaxed and laid back. So I mean, things are so smooth there. And how long have I worked there? I've been there for 1 year as of September 3rd. Do you like chicken nuggets? Hell yeah, I love chicken nuggets. I actually got a chicken nugget the other day that was in the shape of a heart, and I was just like, it's meant to be, you know? I mean, what even is a diet? Does your salad freaking make a heart? No. Alright, and there was one more video that I posted of people asking me questions. So I found the other video and I'm pulling up some questions. Okay, someone said, what qualifications are necessary for a job like that, and how did you get into it? I already answered how I got into the job and what qualifications are necessary. Honestly, ever since I started, we've hired 2 people that had, or 1 person that had no qualifications, had never worked in a paint store. I had never worked in a paint store. I had worked in Menards, which is a home improvement store, and I have experience like flipping a home and with colors and things like that, but you do not have to have experience working in paint, whatever. You will learn it as you go, and most of the time places will train you. Okay, this is a very popular question and it drives me nuts a little bit, but you know, nobody knows because, you know, they don't work there. Why do you mix white in white paint? So the thing is, when you're seeing that I'm mixing like white colorant into white paint, is because it's not actually like white paint going in white paint. It's a base, which is a white base. So there's white, neutral, mid-tone, and deep base. Basically just is like a white base, or it just gets like clear. You know what I mean? Like the base is clear. That is just what helps it like basically apply to the walls and stick. When I'm adding white to the base, that is the colorant that makes the paint like have the coverage. So I'm not adding white to white. I'm adding colorant to it to add better coverage to basically hide things on the wall and cover up. I mean, I'm like rambling on, but that's basically just what comes to mind as to how to explain that. Do you write down the final formula for a color match just in case the same customer comes back wanting another can of paint? Yep, absolutely. Our customers a lot of times have accounts with us, so we save the record of everything that they purchase. If they do not have an account with us, the formula is always on the top or the side of the can. So we always tell them, save that or try not to get that dirty, or take a picture before you use it, so that way you can bring it back and we can just whip you up another can right away. How do you know which colors and amount you need to add to a paint order? That basically just comes with experience. The more you do it, the more you just learn it. A lot of times though, if I get, you know, confused or just don't know where to go from, or I'm at a standstill, I'll ask my boss, because he's freaking like so good at what he does. He's so knowledgeable, so smart. So usually he fixes all the problems that I have. Are you going to stay at that job? And if not, what do you want to do? So far, I do plan on staying at my job. The camera just cut out there. I don't know what the heck was going on. But actually, I ran out of memory because I did some other videos, and so I had to clear it up. Anyways, okay. So the question that I was asked, it's by It's Hannah 260. She said, are you going to stay at that job? And if not, what do you want to do? I do plan on staying at my job. However, I originally want, or actually like I want to travel full time. I would love to like do YouTube and travel all the time and do videos on that. I love doing like crafts and DIY stuff, and I love to build things. And we just flipped a house. It was like a year ago from current, and so that's what I want to do. I would love to flip houses where you just buy them where they're crappy, not that good of condition, and then you fix them up and sell them, or have rental properties. But my ultimate like dream job would be traveling full time, going and meeting new people, seeing new places, vlogging, things like that. And I would love for one reason why I really wish that my TikTok account would grow is to meet more people. So when I do travel, I can go and visit them or know people in the areas that I'm traveling to. Because I know so many of the big creators have made so many friends off of TikTok, and that would just be awesome to have friends that are, you know, doing similar things as me. Okay, I'm not going to answer too many more questions because this video is probably going to be over like 20 minutes long, but have you ever dropped a paint can on your foot? I have not, thank goodness. Where are you from? I'm from Iowa. I'm not gonna like disclaim specifically where I'm from, but I am from Iowa. Do I wish I lived here? Heck no, but me and my boyfriend are very close with our family, and so that is mainly why we stay here. Someone commented, have people told you look like Catherine Hahn? Yes, they have, all the time. And the most popular one is people tell me I look like Ginger Wesson from Vine. I know she was very well known on Vine. People tell me that all the time, and I'm just like, yes, I wish I looked like her because she is smoking. When you say to add like 2 yellow, what does the 2 represent? So it means nothing to you guys, but when we say add like 2 or an ounce, 2 drops, or 2 means like 2 drops, and when we type in like 2Y, it means an ounce of colorant. So just the number means 2 drops. When we say 2Y or 3Y, every like time we put a Y after a number, that is how many ounces is going into the can. So when I said in my TikTok video the other day, we have to put 35 ounces in every paint can. I mean, the paint can's like pretty dang like halfway full, and so the rest of the colorant, or the rest of the bucket, is what the colorant fills. I don't know, I explained that really difficult, but you get what I mean. What is your favorite part of your job? My favorite part is definitely the customers. I love interacting with them and talking with them. A lot of them are so friendly and they're just so easy to get along. They're always cracking jokes. So it's definitely the customers. Hi, do you go to college and or have any other jobs? I do not go to college. I have gone to college. Did not work out very well for me. That's just my personal, experience. I do not have any other jobs, like for other companies. I do own my own spray tan business where I go around to people's homes or parties, events and things, and I give spray tans to help people glow and feel confident. And yeah. Do you work with other family besides your sister? No, my sister no longer works there, and I do not work with any other family. Another very popular question that I get is, does my family own the company? Do I own the company? The answer is no. I started there just because I saw the job posting, got hired, and then we hired my sister. I had to kind of like push for her to get hired because she really needed a job at the time, but normally they don't prefer to have family work together. How hard is it to make a color match? It just depends what the color is. Sometimes, usually when people bring in a color match, we tell them give us a day or so because sometimes they can be really tricky. And with me, as you can see, I'm very precise. Like to take my time, but a lot of the times, like I know the videos are only 60 seconds on TikTok, but a lot of the times it can look like they take a very long time, which majority of the time they're pretty fast. I mean, at most they'll take probably an hour, but most of the time not that long. Alrighty, and that is all for the video. I think I answered majority of the frequently asked questions. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop them down below of this video or head over to TikTok. Make sure that you follow my Instagram account. Go follow me on TikTok if you do not already, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already either. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed to my YouTube channel, that has followed me on Instagram, and that does follow me on TikTok. It's so crazy. I mean, to some people it's just like, okay, it's only 350,000, but when you think about it, to me every day I'm always like, 350,000 people in this world follow me because of my simple little stupid videos. It's so crazy. And a lot of the times, not just because of my videos, a lot of times people are making comments about like me personally, and that's awesome because it makes me feel good. So thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting me. I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you guys in another video. Thank you for watching. Love you.